And now the end is near, and so we face the final curtain on Wonder Man. Here we are on Marvel Movie Talk discussing the finale and the penultimate episode, the final two episodes of Wonder Man on Disney Plus, episodes 7 and 8, which is nowhere near as hilarious as 6, 7. But someone who is always consistently as funny as 6, 7 is, of course, our friend Katie Hampton. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. Well done on the 6, 7 joke. Wow, right out the gate. Nicely done.
I got a 10-year-old and an 8-year-old. It's
well, that makes sense. Yeah.
They keep trying to tell me that it's over. That I'm like, well, why do you keep laughing when we're in a restaurant and it says max occupancy 6, 7? It's still hysterical. Also hysterical is the lovely locks on our friend, the great Count Eric Connor. Thank you for being here on such a monumental occasion, such a very important day. Of course, we're talking about Super Bowl 60. Thank you for being here.
Yes, and like the Seahawks, may you fly as high as your dreams, young Christian Blatt.
Well, and one young man who always keeps his feet on the ground and keeps reaching for the stars is, of course, the great Adam Hughesy, the H-Man Hughes, checking in from Ireland, where Super Bowl Sunday is just called Sunday. Good to see you, sir.
Yes, I'd like to confirm that the NFL is crap. It's a terrible sport. And if you want to watch NFL, it's called rugby, which is the same thing, just without the complaining, the politics, and the padding. Thank you.
I mean, I think that says it all. And yes, you might see right there, Eric is celebrating 50 years of me. And thank you in the chat, our great friend, the great Daniel Drew, also saying happy 50th birthday. He also points out, by the way, today is just a Sunday for me. A lot of people checking in on Geekscape right now probably also just view this as a Sunday, but we appreciate it. The great DJ Electra Fry says, I love Christian Blatt. And DJ Electra, Daniel Drew, and even Hughesy, Katie, and Eric, if you love me, prove it, because you can see on the screen right now, we do, in fact, have my Venmo, Christian-Blatt. You could also super chat the show, but I would actually have to share that with other people. So, just again, and, Eric was so offended that he ran off. No, he said that everything froze for him.
Christian, I'd like to give you the gift on your birthday of letting you know that I don't know if your mic is connected.
Oh, that is a gift.
Oh.
You know what?
Fascinating.
Easy? It's not.
See?
That's well done. I didn't even catch that.
Do I sound better now?
Oh,
perfect.
Yeah. And you know the reason that my mic wasn't working? This guy.
Here we go.
Eric, you did something.
It's me.
Oh, and you're actually on the shitty mic now.
Oh, no.
You're on the laptop mic.
All right. I'll work on it.
Jeremy Clark says, my name is Christian. That is so cool. It is actually pretty cool.
Well done, Jeremy.
What's really cool, and yeah, DJ Electra, it is a gift for people to be able to hear me now. The funny thing is that Katie and I were talking about this beforehand. We're streaming this horizontally for normal people, but also vertically for people looking on their phone. And if you look at the phone image, we're all like postage stamp size, and my Venmo graphic is enormous and takes up the whole screen. So I think that's the way things should be when streaming. But anyway, I'm only joking about sending me money in my Venmo unless I'm not. Unless anybody actually wants to send it, that's fine. But this channel is monetized. And Hughesy, are you streaming this to your channel?
I am.
Yeah, so Hughesy might actually get to steal birthday money from me if you're watching on Hughesy's channel. So that'll be the best time, and we'll settle it like men over whether or not you steal my money. And I don't know. That doesn't necessarily mean what I think you think it means. You're settling it like men. We would, of course, settle that at the only place that important things happen.
Acamania
In Las Vegas, April 10th through the 12th for the wonderful Hackamania Hack to the Future. Use promo code BEARS to save 10%. And not only will you save 10%, but my friend Eric Zane might be there. I'll give you a programming note later, but I feel like it's been a little top heavy. So we should probably talk about Wonder Man. No,
I mean, people are only here for finding ways to give money to Christian Blatt.
Oh,
so,
well,
it's totally on theme.
This is the easiest way. And Husey, for people who want to do long-term support for any of these channels, is there a simple act they can do that doesn't require any money?
Hit the like button. I'm sorry, I've been on the water all day. It's NFL Sunday.
Yeah, I know. If you'd been on Guinness all day, you would have known right away to tell everybody. And DJ Electra, this is a pretty common dilemma. She can't go to Hackamania because she can't describe which promo code to use. I mean, we just talked about promo code BEARS. And yes, don't just also subscribe. But Husey's right. Hit the like button. So we're finally here talking, yes, about me, but we'll put me aside for, I don't know, 1 to 2 minutes. And we'll talk about the 2 final episodes of Wonder Man. And Husey, this is the first time you've been on this show talking about it. So tell us a little bit about your thoughts as you've gone along this 8-episode journey with our new friend Simon Williams, and what you thought about the season as a whole.
Yeah, this came out on a perfect day for me. The whole season came out at once. It was terrible weather. It was coming to the end of my Disney Plus subscription, which I don't have anymore. And I binged the whole thing in one day in about 4 hours. I would honestly call it their greatest release since maybe Infinity War. Definitely the best Marvel TV show I've ever seen, which isn't really saying much, but I still really liked it.
Yes, it is definitely better than Secret Invasion. I think we could all agree with that. Yes,
and even down to little minor touches, like soundtrack wise, where they weren't just the most obvious. So we've got to go to work, working 9 to 5. You know, all this stuff. So that you get. I just thought overall there was a lot of thought and effort that went into the show, and you could tell.
Yeah, I did like when we got songs that were directly referred to in the show. Shaka Khan.
Yep.
And
I think for you all the time, Christian.
Yes.
I Prince wrote that song. Just thought I would have to tell you that. Thank you.
Well, I think it's important. Yeah. Prince also played the guitar in Like a Prayer, but didn't want credit for it. So, Prince, there's times where Prince wants credit, Manic Monday by the Bengals, but the guitar in Like a Prayer, he's like, nah, that's all right. I don't need that.
The song from the film Christmas Vacation, you can't buy that anywhere.
What?
Because it was Prince wrote the song Christmas Vacation for Mavis Staples, but he hilariously filed it copyright-wise under a fake name.
Oh, no way.
So now you can't get credit from Dr. Tree Trunk Gargantuan Johnson. So
wait, that's the name that Eric uses when he checks into a hotel.
That's my Hebrew name, actually. It's on my bar mitzvah.
So and I find this out. I find this out from the director Jeremiah Chichik, and we about to ask you how people could find this interview.
Yeah, I would love to find this interview. Where is it?
I'm here for the tree trunk.
Okay, seeing as you bring that up,
Adventure Time style.
Yes, you can find that interview on Hughes Entertainment on YouTube and on the podcast. It's Husey Hello, where we cover his hatred of Sean Connery, his work on the X-Men TV show, and his dealing with of Chevy Chase on Christmas Vacation.
Well, I'm sure that went well, and I think actually I have a still of that interview. I believe this is you talking to the director, unless I'm mistaken. Isn't that right?
No, it's him and Sean Connery.
Oh, I'm sorry. I get confused as to all of that.
Yeah, Sean was, Sean's gonna be Sean.
That's true.
Let me tell you how you treat a woman, Hughes.
Yeah.
No, oddly enough, that was Eric's Roger Moore impression. Since we're talking about Prince not getting credit, he also played the keyboards in Stevie Nicks' Stand Back and didn't want the credit for that either. But we should probably go back to talking about Wonder Man.
Did you know that David Bowie sings backing vocals on a lot of Iggy Pop albums?
I actually didn't know that. You know who has never sang backing vocals on any Iggy Pop release is our friend David Brody, America's favorite or fifth favorite Brooklyn boy. Hello, sir.
How did I get down to fifth? I'm a little bit late. You dropped me down in the rankings.
So how is it that everyone defaulted to their computer microphone today? Because Brody, it's not just you. It happened to me. It happened to Eric. Katie and Husey are the only professionals on this program.
It's probably because I was logged in already.
And by the way, this is a cameo by Iggy Pup, who just showed up, my pup. On theme.
Very nice.
Brody, you haven't missed much except for how people can help me celebrate my 50th birthday. There's a helpful QR code, or you could just do @Christian-Blatt. I think it's important that people are reminded of that.
Yeah, let me take a picture of that with my.
Good. With your stapler.
With the remote from my light. There we go. I got it. Yep. Also, let me get it again. I have the remote from my fireplace.
That's all right. Listen, if we have somebody of the esteem of Tommy Jordan in here, I'm hoping that we'll get an incredible comment from him. I'll wait until we get one. So we appreciate that. So we've gotten 1/5 of our opinions out about the first season, maybe only season of Wonder Man. I hope we get more. But Eric, these final 2 episodes that we are now here to talk about, tell me more.
The last 2 were great. As well documented in the press and in the Times. I was less than a fan of one of these episodes, but 7 for 8 is a pretty solid batting average. And I think these last 2 really, I love that they didn't go crazy. I love that all of a sudden there wasn't so much superhero stuff in the end of it all. Yes, he destroyed the sound studio. Yes, he flew. But in the end of it all, this was never really a superhero show. And that's what made it really work. And he's, I'm glad that you enjoyed it this much. This is a view of this is Vidiots in Eagle Rock.
Yes, I was gonna say.
Which I've spent many a not so lonely night at. And it's really, in the end of it all, was a great relationship study, a character study. 2 fantastic performers that hopefully come Emmy time next year, they remember them, because these guys both did everything they could with these parts. And I hope we get more Wonder Man. I mean, I think it definitely showed like what he adds to this universe that really no other character has in the MCU so far. So well done, well played. And if you want to talk to me about your opinion, please send money to Christian Blatt, or else you will not have me back.
But how can people do that? I don't think I know.
Christian-Blatt at Venmo. Christian_Blatt is actually his OnlyFans account, which is only pictures of his spleen.
Remember, I talked about how this channel's monetized, but if you super chat, which we'll welcome, I have to share that money. So, that's why, look, this was Katie's idea. I didn't want to put my Venmo up there.
You're not getting paid in euros or 6 pence or any of that shit. So no, Hughesy's off. Sorry, bud.
Yeah. I just forgot to say, Kate, I think it says a lot about how good you are as a person to come on the show again, even though all the horrible things Christian said about you.
Fair.
It's actually why she's here. The great Trucker Andy from the All Apologies podcast. What's this shit? Settle down. We're settled.
I think it was for the at Jeremy Clark, who's also Christian. He really wanted a shout out and was really spamming the chat there. But
okay, that's all right.
Apart from that,
Andy, not only will I see you at Hackamania, and I don't think Andy has to use promo code Bears. Any other questions you have, Andy, you go ahead and Venmo it to me, and you can text me the question as long as I see the Venmo pop up at the same time. Katie, 8 episodes, a full season about this superpowered individual who is a working actor. You're a working actor, may or may not be superpowered. I'm not here to tell anybody's secrets. Your thoughts now that it's all in the rearview mirror behind us.
I loved it. I loved it. I'm very curious to get to know Eric's least favorite of these last 2 episodes, but I really enjoyed how this worked out. I love that this penultimate episode is essentially the writer's gift of get what you want, but not what you need. And to see that so played out and so well played out in front of an interviewer as the woman who plays Lauren Weedman, who plays Kathy Friedman. Oh, she's so good in this episode. And then also the dad. I love that we get more of the dad and a little bit of backstory with Eric and him being kind of the shit brother. But I'm a big fan. I love everywhere that they go. I love all the restaurants, and it's still, I mean, I thought that they were going to go Atlanta for LA, but there's a lot of stuff in here that is just straight up LA. So I was really happy about that. So yeah, I mean, selfishly, I would love to have another Wonder Man series. I don't think we're going to get another one, but I'm sure he'll pop back up in something.
What do you think Wonder Man will return in Avengers Doomsday?
I kind of hope so, but I have a feeling, I mean, I think Daniel Drew said it in the chat, but he was like, I want to team up with She-Hulk.
Well, here's what Daniel Drew wants. The 2 things that I hope for in a future season of Wonder Man are She-Hulk representing him in court and him meeting Kingo from the Eternals.
Right there with you.
So, who obviously was a generational actor. He kept pretending he was, a descendant of himself so that he could keep acting. I think of those characters, Kingo is probably the least likely one that you'll see. And poor Kamal Nanjiani, who got into such great shape for multiple superhero movies, a video game, and a television series. And instead, he was just in one overly long movie. But Brody, that movie was so long, it's like he was in at least 2 movies, right?
That movie seemed like an eternity. And it was, thank you. It was terrible. But the good thing is he half of his stand-up now is joking about how he got in shape for a movie that was a failure, and now he has to stay in shape because everyone's like, "Oh, you look good," so they expect him to be in shape now. So good for him.
Yeah,
it was a terrible movie. We won't see it, but I will tell you, there's a lot of YouTubers that are anticipating that Simon Williams may face some, or the 2 of them may face some legal issues, and that She-Hulk would be the obvious choice for a superpowered attorney. So that's not the first time I've seen that. And plus, they're on the West Coast.
I mean, yep. On top of like Daredevil, but yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say an episode about entertainment law. I think is really what we need right now. Contract disputes, guild requirements, and whatnot. I'm here for 8 episodes of that. Easy.
What about copyright law? Or
so sexy.
What about Husey? What about rights of publicity? I think that a lawsuit about that might be interesting to a few people out there.
Licensing. There's one thing we learned from Star Wars, especially in the really good prequels. It's all the talks about tax trades and routes. But that was good shit.
So
and we were all into it.
Yeah, I went to.
We need Marvel Lincoln Lawyer.
I went to the re-releases of those, and I told people, "Shh."
You were taking notes.
You had your abacus out, and you were going with the math on it to see how much is a fair tax.
If you were going to do a law show in LA, an LA law show, what would you even call it? I don't even can't imagine.
I would call it
McBeal.
Suits LA.
NYPD Blue.
I would call it NYPD Blue. He'd call it Ally McBeal. And Eric, you said
Chicago Fire.
Suits LA.
Suits LA.
Rest in peace. Gone too soon.
Gone too soon. Was there really a Suits LA?
Oh yeah, there was. Yeah.
This past year.
Call it the Eternals 2.
Call it Walking Dead LA.
The Justice League.
So
the JLA.
There were multiple comments. I don't know which one Katie wanted. Was it this one? Because I don't think it was that one. Was it?
No, it wasn't.
Hold on. I was going to speak to this. So that's when Human Centipede 3 came out. So I agree.
I mean, it's definitely the peak. Yeah, that's definitely true. Was it this one? Was it?
Yeah.
Women aren't funny or interesting.
Hey,
I mean,
Katie is
real quick.
Oh yeah. No, I love stuff like this. Go ahead.
Wait.
Hey, Stash. Fuck yourself.
Oh my
God. Someone will.
That's
If I
Hughesy's
could just-
mother.
If I could just defend women for a second, some of them are
Oh,
interesting.
please.
Yeah. The hot ones are good.
Speaking of hot women, no, zoom in on that. I was almost ready.
Yeah,
I was-
Brody.
I was too slow.
Oh, you're the one
Yeah.
with the wig.
Hey, by the way,
What
Stash, if you
It's a
want to make
merkin.
that comment again and have it featured, the only way to do that is to first Venmo me. You put money before funny, as my friend Tukey says. I'll say anything. I won't make anybody else do it. But if you put any money in there, by the way, DJ Electrify, I love court cases except my own restraining order case, which I went to yesterday. Please help me find an LA lawyer pro bono. I hope that you don't need a restraining order against our friend Hackride, aka Casey Day, because that would be upsetting. So. Eric, you always do such a good job sending us photos from the episodes, and I usually get to that last. But I thought that it would be a good way to kind of stroll through, in our last episode covering the series. Maybe I would try to structure around the images that you shared. I like Eric, was impressed by some lunch boxes, which I would say there is a non-0% chance that we will see these at Comic-Con down in San Diego in July, Katie, and I'll probably buy all of them.
Right. Yeah. I also love that there was so much of the geeking out of getting the job in this episode, and just the swag of it was it did my heart well, but it also made me so cringy for Simon.
Yeah, for sure. Eric, you just like all the title cards in this entire series, right? I mean, I feel like that's why it's there.
Yeah, every time it's worked, and also too, I'm in the middle of purging some of my own collectibles. So this Marty Supreme ping pong ball might not be long for this world, because we're gonna have to. Oh, but my Loki sauce. Fortunately, human skin is not supposed to touch that. So
yeah,
I'm that one I have to treat like plutonium, basically. Wonder Man lunchbox I'm here for. If I would get it, but I'd have to hide it because I'm supposed to be getting rid of things right now. So,
that's
so this is always the danger of me going to Comic-Con is I come back with something like this. It's like going to an animal shelter and you come back with 3 dogs when you only just wanted to buy, I don't know, a bag of food. So yeah, I think the title cards, it's one of those things too, you realize it's an opportunity. They don't have an opening title song, although I know Husey wrote one on a ukulele. He'll play for us later if you pay Christian enough money.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I think the title cards were every time they found a bit of personality. They didn't overdo it. And it was made for really good tableaus every time too. And I love that he's geeking out over the toys.
Yeah.
That he's sitting there oh my God, and he gets the glasses. He's excited about that. So you're thinking?
No, I was just saying he was playing, and it's exactly what I said a couple of episodes ago, where it was when you finally get the thing and you book the job, and it's oh God, that's the biggest fear, is booking the job and now having to do the job.
If you book the job, you don't get to just watch the golf cart drive by. You get to ride in the golf cart, which I thought was a nice sort of framing device from the beginning of the series to this episode, where we're just oh man, you've made it when you are. By the way, those are one of the force. Those are the big 6-seater golf carts, not the cheap discount 4-seaters that we had over on the Universal lot. And because people are keeping track of this, DJ Electrify says she's actually going to Hackride's house right now to watch the Super Bowl. Must be nice. I didn't get that invite. So she does have a restraining order against her neighbor. It's not against me, so it's great. But thank you, DJ Electrify, for being here.
So she likes a boring sport and she's got a bad temper. Send me a number.
She did say she would be at Hackamania. She just doesn't know which promo code to use. I would recommend promo code Bears. Yeah, no, I know. I would recommend promo code Bears, but we'll get back to what we're actually talking about here.
I don't appreciate the football slam, by the way, from someone who watches a sport where they don't score for 4 hours.
Well, he's talking about rugby earlier, which is actually a pretty cool sport, So
rugby's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine. It's football without helmets for crazy people.
Yeah, right.
I thought he meant soccer.
Hey, Husey, this guy gets it, doesn't he?
Yeah, rugby's like football, but only real.
We just call it concussion.
Yeah.
Husey, watching the Simon sort of get to this peak of getting to be Wonder Man in the movie. How fun was it to watch the journey throughout? Well, I guess it's the 7th episode where we see him actually achieve it. But what were your thoughts on watching Simon progress?
Well, ironically, this is the episode where I seen a lot of the criticism of it, with people saying, "Oh, how could this guy go from being a regular working actor to the lead of a superhero film?" It's like, well, ask Chris Hemsworth,
Right.
That's a great point. Yeah,
or Eric Bana from the.
It's also, it's the biggest thing to say that, like, you're an overnight success, but you've been working for 10 years straight, and like people have maybe known who you are, but probably don't. So it felt very on par to me as an actor, just seeing like him like ruin quite a bit of his experiences as an actor, and even blow up a porta potty at some point on the set of The Rookie.
Oh no, you don't mean like that. Okay, because I've blown up a porta potty, but not in the way you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh no, I do that all the time. I make a point of doing that every set I go to. I blow up the toilet.
Women are interesting.
Katie is as she's known as.
For more talk about my bowel movements,
I think you're happy hour, and also hit the like button. Yeah,
go to chuckberry.com.
Oh, too soon?
No, I don't think it's too soon on that one. Brody,
yeah,
I didn't make you. You didn't have to hold yourself back. You got to watch like the last 4 episodes, on your own pace. So, how did you feel? Going through the home stretch, getting to finish out this series, and watching our little Simon Williams all grown up and being an above the title movie star.
Well, I watched them all last night because I wanted to have that binge feeling, to see if it was a different vibe if I watched them all in a row.
Yeah.
And I was reminded how I don't get the same enjoyment out of binging. I don't get to think and sit and enjoy for a week. I really do prefer to have some space. And I think the way we were doing it, watching two episodes, it was better for me because I enjoyed talking about them and thinking about them isolated by 2 episodes. That being said, we were talking about Simon's growth, and there's that scene in the trailer. I think it was episode 7, could have been 7 or 8. I can't, where he has a correction about the line in the script.
Mm-hmm.
And I got this anxiety that he was going to get kicked off the film, but instead, because this is the new Simon, they respected his opinion. They're like, the writer, they called the writer in, and they sort of like wanted to hear what he said. Now, they didn't immediately make the change, but they didn't fire him either, which was nice. Also,
but
go ahead, Katie.
I'm just saying, but why? Because someone intervened, and his name is Trevor Slattery, and he's the only thing that's saving.
Yes, but Trevor didn't keep him from getting fired. Trevor helped take his thoughts and sort of smooth them out, and because he got them to where he wanted it to be, but he didn't get fired, even though he had that Larry David neurosis where I have to change things. Even with the glasses, he didn't like the glasses. But the guy was like, "Yes, sir, Mr. Williams, I will find you the glasses," and then finds him the actual glasses. Oh yeah, there you go.
From Daniel Drew says the glasses were a fun moment, and that's what I'm agreeing with Brody. The fact that we finally get the real glasses, the ones from the film that he saw with his dad, is nice. By the way, those glasses, Katie, probably also available at Comic-Con in San Diego in July. It's probably pretty likely, right?
With all of our swag bags, I think that's probably what it is, right?
Oh no, you're gonna have to pay for that, and you're gonna have to get a ticket the day before and be there when the doors open. You know the drill.
I do.
I'll be there for the sunglasses. It's fine. This will transition into somebody else we want to talk about. The great Ivan Soto points out that Joey Pants sucked as Barnaby. Such a shame. I think that Trevor was just so great, so much fun to watch Sir Ben Kingsley throughout these 8 episodes, and he found himself Katie, he found himself in a real Kobayashi Maru, didn't he? It was an unwinnable situation, but he figured out how to do it, and at great personal expense, by the way, he saved Simon, because I thought that that was very creative. I'm not going to say I saw it coming that he was going to put back on the Mandarin persona. Husey, do you think you could do the Mandarin voice that Sir Ben Kingsley does?
Pretend you hate America.
In football.
Which one is Ben Kingsley again?
He's the one who's not. He's the one who's not Wonder
one.
Man. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's like. I was wondering if I could blow up America if I don't get my way.
There it is.
Well
Like,
done.
There it is.
That's awesome.
Nailed it. I love that. Absolutely.
I love that
Now,
you even lowered the voice too.
Can you do it now? Other movies of Ben Kingsley, Gandhi, or Sex and Beast, I've heard you do many times.
Okay, here's Ben Kingsley and Gandhi. What's up with these hoes looking at my dick?
I'm hungry over here.
That might have been the international edition of that.
Where's my fucking dinner, hoa?
They hired Dice Clay to dub Gandhi.
No. That's Sir Dice Clay.
Yeah.
Sir Dice Clay. Hickory Dickory Dock. Eric Connor.
There's sand all over my
Eric Connor is the one with the hair that represents the great Trevor Slattery. Your thoughts on sort of the fact that Trevor really Barnaby'd Wonder Man, didn't he? But unlike Barnaby, he found a way out of it.
Well, he also too, in the end of it all, none of us really thought he was going to actually turn on him.
No,
he was buying time. He kept changing the rules. It's like, you can't put me as to imitate you. You can't put me in court. Oh, so he understood he had them over a barrel. And so as a result, like he broke the SD card. He really showed that like this was a true friend of his, but the past caught up to him. And I mean, they made us want to think he was going to kill himself, which for a moment there, that was kind of like, ooh, this is a turn.
Well, I mean, it's inherent to like the sacrifice that you have to make a full complete story. But like, I love that we get the sacrifice to Brody's point of that moment in the trailer where he's like, I can see how he's going to mess this up with just one line. Let me just rewrite it for them all. And like,
save him from himself. Because, and again, that idea of, we talked about this last time, this is his one friend. And how that really hits when you realize, oh my God, he just saved him from himself. He just intervened in a way that only Ben Kingsley or Husey could as Ben Kingsley, and the end of it all, like he had betrayed him, but he wasn't betraying him. And that moment, by the way, when he realized that Trevor had been arrested and he put one and one together, it was like, oh my God, he snitched on me. So all his like paranoia, just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not out to get you, is true. Like he realized, oh my God, my one friend, and his freak out was fantastic. And that was again because they didn't use the superpowers much. When they did, it hit.
Oh, and I love the scene with him and Barnaby basically having the movie moment scene of his betrayal. And he just straight out admits it because he's just like, there's no point in trying to act around this. And like
that punch thing.
Oh, so good.
By the way, I do agree with our buddy Daniel Drew. I do hope we see Morris's return to Trevor at some point. Don't worry, Morris will return in Avengers Secret Wars, not Doomsday. You're going to have to wait. But Morris will definitely return.
His front half will be in one and his back half will be in the other.
And Eric, you sent me this one because this was a funny exchange when Trevor is, in wardrobe. He talks about how he doesn't have kids, and the wardrobe person says Anthony Quinn was a dad
Mara.
At 81. Thank you, Mara. Dad at 81. We should all be so lucky, right, Eric?
I would use the word lucky.
No, yeah, that's true.
If this was my stream, I have such a great dice drop to play right now. But
yeah, I know. You have all the good drops, but that's all right. You can always act them out if you want to, Husey.
But the thing about this show that I love, sort of going back to the early episodes, and one of the real criticisms I have of the Marvel shows is they have so many like crowbarred in action sequences where for right out of the blue, here comes a fight scene, and you go, "What the fuck?" Like I remember I think it was episode 2 when Simon and the Mandarin go to the bar to talk, and I remember saying, "Okay, here's where like the high school jocks will come in, and there'll be a big bar fight, and Trevor can go, 'Wow, you can really fight, mate,' and all that stuff." And he sounded a bit more like Paul McCartney, like, "Hey, wow, you can really fight, mate." So,
good Liverpoolian.
Thanks very much. But the thing is that I thought so the fact that there was the one action sequence in the whole show, I thought actually made it better and also one of the things why I like binging this was because shows like She-Hulk and the really good one, Secret Invasion.
Oh, the best one, Secret Invasion,
real.
They would end, but not have a cliffhanger. So they then expect you to wait a week for this boring ending to still remember. But with the Wonder Man, you could just binge the whole thing like it was a long Peter Jackson film.
With Secret Invasion, they were daring you to come back the next week. They're like, "Are you really going to come back for more? We don't think so." And then, so unfortunately, we felt like we had to continue. I'll point out once again, episode 1, Nate and I were like, "Nope, this is trash," and it took a couple weeks for everybody else to get to come around. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Speaking of Trevor Slattery's betrayal, Brody, at what point are you going to betray Eric?
Shh. I don't want him to know. It's going to be later today. Yeah, I'm having a camera problem.
That's all
Not
right.
a problem.
I like you zoomed in.
Closer is better, man.
Yeah.
I thought you just grew really tall all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Now I'm spending $5.
Pim particles are, of course, running rampant throughout New Jersey. And Eric, if you're going to spend $5, there's only one place to do it, of course, and that would be at Christian-Blatt on Venmo. I'm just, you know what? I feel like my Venmo must be broken because I've put it up a bunch of times. I don't even gotten a nickel from anybody. So maybe your Venmo is not working. You might want to just go ahead. Everybody just go ahead and give it a try. Kick the tires and see how it's going. And
but it is working.
What's that?
The like button. Give it a touch.
There you go.
Thank you, Husey. Please always hit the like button. But also, apart from your betrayal of Eric, talk about the redemption arc of Trevor Slattery, Brody.
Well, the way that he goes from being a possible informant and he's recording him to becoming his best friend, his confidant. Basically, he builds his career. He saves his career. He's fully responsible for everything good that happens to Simon Williams. And then he goes to jail for him. And I thought the ending was spectacular because he paid the price, but also he got out, right?
Yeah.
So I think on the other end, maybe he's a better person now. He's a serious actor. He's not into drugs and women and whatever else criminality he was into. I think he's come full circle, and I think he's realized what's important in life. And also, he was better as the Mandarin in this movie than he was in Iron Man. So I think as a character, he also came full circle. He had a better costume in this one. So yeah, it's a great arc, but he came as full circle as Simon did. They both did because of each other, which I thought was nice. And there were times in this show where I kept thinking it was supposed to be a Marvel show, and I kept thinking there was going to be more action. And I was thinking, what am I watching exactly? And then I was like, wait a minute, I'm really enjoying this. And then I'm like, wait a minute, what is this? Wait a minute, I'm really enjoying this. So it was a weird show for me because I couldn't quite wrap my head around it because I kept looking that I would pause it and go, yeah, I'm on Disney Plus. But this is a great drama. This is a great show. It's a buddy show. And then when Joey Pants was in the I laughed out loud when they showed him as Barnaby. Yeah, I just, it was just a good show, a solid show that wasn't, even when they walked out of the theater and the people were like, what a great fight scene. It was all practical. There was no CGI. And I thought, wow, that's so meta because this show really isn't CGI. There was no big CGI fight scene. As much as I loved Secret Invasion CGI, mind you, don't get me wrong.
We all did, Brody. We all did.
We all did.
Yeah.
So.
What were you going to say, Katie?
I was oh man, it's already gone. In 1 year, not
so
the
what
other.
you wanted was Brody to shut up sooner. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, it was
Wow.
not. No, it was not. But I did love that, like you were saying, that a lot of it was very practically done. I also loved the fact that we get the Wonder Man movie via just this entire plot line, and I love that, like, the very end we also see how much work it takes to not destroy some NPC's life. The guard, the story with the guard, I love that 8th episode where we're just following the guard and he's getting to know his life and basically just figuring out a way to help his life be better. And the wife that, like, of this prison guard who's just like, yeah, you don't need to be working there, and how he's a positive influence on that. Like, he's truly becoming like Wonder Man, and I think that's through Ben Kingsley's influence. It's through he's being more than an actor in all of this, and I love that.
Do you feel as though we've sort of reached the end of, as it was described in the chat, this platonic love story, or will Simon and Trevor return somewhere, some way, Katie? Because I feel like you need more. We all need more, but I feel like you're very invested, and we could all use some more.
I mean, we all could use more. I don't think we're going to be following Simon backstage anywhere anytime soon, especially because they're going to be able to identify that it is Simon who went into the DODC and broke out Trevor Slattery. I'm also
he wasn't subtle. Yeah, this wasn't Ocean's 11's subtlety.
No, but he did disrupt all the cameras. The only person that would know who it was is the guard, who just got a couple of $1 million probably to shut up.
Yeah.
But the guard is one of those suspend disbelief moments. So the explosion that Trevor took responsibility for, exactly how did he blow the place up? I granted the Department of Damage Control didn't really care to prove that it was him. They just wanted bodies in the prison so they can get funding. So they didn't really. But this guard walked in with a big black dude, right, who looks a lot like Simon Williams, and fudged paperwork. And so people saw him bring that guy in. There's a break-in with a guy that everyone's like, oh, wasn't there like some new guy here? They're going to know it was him. So even though he doesn't have to go back to work anymore, he's going to face federal charges for bringing that dude in. That's all. If you don't pay attention to that, it was a great ending. But he's going to jail.
Well, hopefully he has a really good lawyer now that he has all that money.
She-Hulk.
Probably Jennifer Walters. What were you going to say, Husey?
But in this day and age, you can't say, hey, you know who that black guy looks like? You go, don't say it. Don't say it.
Yeah. That was the interesting thing that I was thinking when Brody was talking. I didn't even realize Simon was black because I don't see color. I'm not as based as Brody, so I didn't realize that.
Except the color green today, man. You're seeing a lot of that.
Well, Eric, go ahead, finish your thought, Brody.
In my defense, I didn't actually make the comment about black people. It was one of my my staffers around midnight last night.
Well, that's fine then.
It was more of a Lion King tribute. So when I said it,
well, that's fine. Eric did the right thing, by the way.
And minus $1?
No, it does say minus $1. It looks like he charged me $1, right?
He did.
I tried.
Yeah. So you're trying to steal money from me, by the way. And I'm not going to stand for it.
It doesn't let you use decimal places in Venmo. I'm really sad about that.
Oh, does it?
Christian took that photograph after screening of The Passion of the Christ.
It's the funniest movie ever. The feel good film of 2005. No, whenever that was.
Every year. Every year.
By the way, Ladastro says rumors are there is a discussion of a season 2. My long shot, they both return in Shang-Chi 2. Do you have anything to say about Ladastro, Brody?
Rastro, Ryle Raz, Rook.
Okay. Hey, that's their word. We don't get to talk like that.
That's the worst Andrew Dice Clay impression I've ever heard.
Chris Tuttle checking in, I believe, from Scotland. Because I never know the show's being discussed. It's always the wakiest sounding plots. Now there's black people. I'm sorry, Chris. I know it's Scotland.
It's Hughesy's audience
wokest?
coming.
Did he mean wokest?
He meant wokest, but
I thought it was
to be fair-
wackiest.
to be fair, Chris Tuttle did wake and bake this morning, so obviously things are a little bit sideways. All right, so Daniel Drew tries to help with Trevor's explanation. There were explosives in the warehouse when they investigated. Trevor must have planted some, unless damage control just reported there were materials to make it look like that. Either one of those could be true.
I would imagine just with Trevor's connection to everything and how he stormed out during that interview with Kathy Freeman, I would imagine he wasn't involved in that. He was just more working on his edits for his Mandarin return video. He really whipped that around really quickly. I have to say, as somebody who edits a lot of videos of herself, that would suck.
Do you go to one of the self-tape studios to record those videos? What were you going to say, Hughes? I'm afraid of what you were going to say, but go ahead.
AI.
No, nice.
But could we talk about the video he cut together? Because it featured the Three Stooges, and as far as I could tell, Christian, and I don't think it was Curly. I think it might have been Curly Joe.
It was Joe Besser.
Joe Besser. No, because the guy no hair. No,
Shep.
Yeah. And then also Josh Gad.
Yes, I did see Josh Gad in there.
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay.
And an image of him that made him look especially, as Hughes would call them, different.
Oh, okay. I didn't know where you were going. But Chris Tuttle did mean waking, not wokey. So, look, we're all making different points. By the way, our friend Liam McInerney says this show is doing Ray DeVito numbers. That's insulting. And I think we're doing far beyond that across the 3 channels that we're on right now.
Katie, do you know who Ray DeVito is?
I'm guessing it's some kind of relation to Danny.
Well,
he wishes. Ray wishes.
He's as funny as Danny is tall. And Katie, I've only met you, so I would never tell you what to do. But for your own mental health, never try to find a Ray DeVito stand-up set. It will ruin you. You will come out of it changed.
You outlive us all right now, Katie, because you don't know who he is.
Hughes did send me something from Atlantic City last night.
Yeah, he did a show in Atlantic City last night, and his act was about Christmas.
Okay,
and it was
timely.
Silence.
By the way, the Astro Creeper points out Ray is not going to be policed.
Please, not Ray.
Yeah.
The crucifixion got more laughs than his set, I imagine.
Hey, why don't you cut your nails?
Eric, you have another image in the queue that I feel like I need to set up in some way. I'm not sure what you've sent me here.
I appreciate that everyone's here, all the Ray DeVito fans who are looking for a new home, because Stuttering John is recording right now, and you're here instead. So I really appreciate you all.
Why are you telling people where else they could be? Just because we have a show with people who are
I'm showing my appreciation for your legion of fan.
You son of a bitch. You tried to steal $1 from me and you're insulting me on my birthday?
On this, the day of my birthday?
Well, yeah, exactly. This, the day of my birth. Well, at least my family appreciates me to the extent that we went to the Funko Pop pop-up shop in it's not even a pop-up shop. We went in Hollywood.
Ooh.
And that's right. Oh, you see the shirt? Obviously, it's true. I apparently am the best dad ever.
There are headphones in the right hand. I thought that was a gun. Not gonna lie.
I thought it was a sausage.
No. That's taped to my leg inside some aluminum foil, like Spinal Tap. That's. I don't mean in the figure. I mean right now. Yeah.
Rest in peace, Rob Renner.
You know what? You are making the points.
Which hand is the belt in that you beat your kids with so they buy you toys?
Oh, Brody, too far.
Not the sausage hand.
Yeah, I'm wearing that belt. Why would I take it
That's
off?
what she said.
Well, at least we didn't get derailed, and only because I'm asking people for money is really the issue here. So let's talk about how at least this isn't a Joseph Gordon-Levitt style story, Katie. You know.
Oh yeah, the Joseph Gordon-Levitt thing. I love that. Like this is a recurring theme throughout this entire episode of like we don't want to be canceled like Joseph Gordon-Levitt because of some weird pigeon story that none of us know about.
Yeah.
Freaking hilarious. It's gonna go up there with the mystery of Josh Gad. What did Joseph Gordon-Levitt do with a pigeon in that universe? But hey, maybe we'll find out in Shang-Chi too.
You know, that's funny you say that, Katie. Shang-Chi too, because I was reading that the first one, Shang-Chi 1, wasn't released in China because of something that, what's that actor called? Simu Liu?
Yes, Simu Liu, yeah.
He said something about the politics over in China, so they said banned. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with him in Doomsday. Like, will they kill him off so that they can then release it there?
That's a great question. I don't know, but one of the things that I do love is when actors like say their actual political opinion, and then it just costs so many multi-billionaires so much money. And I'm like, hell yeah, keep casting Simu Liu.
Yeah, no, it's but you know, you do want to try to sell a few tickets in China, but you shouldn't change your film in order to do it.
Yeah.
Daniel Drew was wondering, you know, we're talking about there was a reporter working on the story, obviously, in episode 7. I was wondering if the reporter was going to be some well-known reporter in Marvel. Like BB Urich from Daredevil Born Again. I'm glad it wasn't.
BB Urich from 2003's Daredevil, who was played by
Joey Pants.
Was it really?
That's Ben Urich, but yes, Joey Pants did play Ben Urich in the Affleck Daredevil. Husey says the only good Daredevil is the Affleck one.
Interesting. I completely forgot about that.
You forgot about the Ben Affleck Daredevil, the movie where you can see in his eyes the whole time how much he wants to be Batman, but he's settling for Daredevil. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, that Daredevil, of course, is woke. We had a black man play the Kingpin, so there we go.
The late Michael Clark Duncan was phenomenal as the Kingpin.
Back when nobody complained about different races back then. What happened?
Who are these people?
What's the deal with race?
Nobody cared because the movie was terrible. They're like, the black guy can have the role. The movie sucks. That's why nobody cared. The movie was terrible.
All right, Brody.
Colin Farrell was in it.
That's why there was no outrage.
Colin Farrell is he a hero on your side of the world, Husey?
Absolutely not.
Just because he allegedly has a tiny penis.
He hasn't. I've seen his sex tip, but I'll tell you this:
you were at cinematographer.
Hey-o! And the distributor, but the have to tell you that he's actually not liked over here because his accent, if you go back and look at his accent from about 20 years ago, completely fake compared to what it is now. Back then, it sounded like he was doing an impression of somebody from Grafton Street on Dublin.
Oh wow!
But now it's more like a reg. So he wasn't liked back here for a long time.
I feel like Chris Tuttle will never forgive David Tennant for not using his real accent either. You know, I think people try to hide who they are. I don't know where Ewan McGregor is from anymore. I used to feel like I knew. In Trainspotting, we all knew. But now when he's Ben Kenobi, you're like, oh, I think he's from whatever acting school the Mandarin teaches at.
Or
Eric, not
Dr.
the
Sleep.
accent you're looking for.
Exactly. Eric, the commentary about the bloody New York Times, you think they get their facts straight? This was one of the images you sent to me.
Well, I was hoping it'd be about the New York Post, which, as we know, is the only accurate publication in New York, much less the East Coast.
Have you noticed, by the way, that turns up around here as the California Post now? Not the Los Angeles Post. No, it's the California Post.
California Post. Oh, yes.
I'm not quite sure what that's about, but I have noticed it. And
branding.
I guess it's some good branding.
You don't want to piss off the Murdoch family, I guess. Yeah. I think here too, I like that the turn on this was it was a hit piece, but it wasn't a hit piece on Simon. I thought
no, it was they were really digging in on the Mandarin and trying to look out for Simon, I guess. Yeah.
And also that thing that was a great running joke for 8 episodes, or I guess 7 episodes at this point, right? Was all of a sudden not a joke anymore. Like suddenly someone's actually calling him out. Like, why are you not in jail? Like, how did you get out?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
And the question that it's funny, you realize like, yeah, why didn't anyone ask him that? At the very least, he was an accomplice to a crime. So he basically finally gets called out. And in that moment, I like it too, because we expected it to be on set in the middle of a scene. That idea of, Katie, what you said before, what we needed, not what we wanted. It didn't. It surprised us. It was the writers being ahead of us as an audience that, no, this is just going to be them getting interviewed by a reporter, nowhere near set. And this is finally when the truth's going to come out, but not in episode 8, in episode 7. So then episode 8 was all about, cleaning up. Episode 8 was all about the residual crap that happened because of episode 7. So I thought it was a great choice, and it did actually surprise me when it happened.
Yeah.
By the way, anyone interested in donating to the Trevor Slattery Simon Williams Defense Fund, there's only one place where you can do that. You can go to Venmo at Christian-Blatt. Don't ask me for $10,000 like some people are doing. But I brought this up, so I should let Chris Tuttle respond to it. People butcher their Scottish accent once they make it, but I suppose they get sick of people saying, I can't understand what you said. Can he win? I think that means cannot win.
Can he win?
Yeah.
Voice text for Cammy Egan.
Liam, this strikes me as you not having watched this show. Marvel's TV shows diluted their brand and really hurt their theatrical. I think that if you're talking about Secret Invasion, sure, but not necessarily everything. This show has certainly helped. I think, and you can't have Ms. Marvel star as one of the 3 stars in a movie without her being on TV first, at least so they thought. All right, now Eric's asking me for $2. So Eric, you're not using the Venmo properly. I'm gonna have to block you on it because you just keep asking me for money, and that's not what today's about. Yeah, but in any case, let's actually focus on this 8th episode, which we get to see Simon kind of having the spoils of getting to star in this movie. The Joey Pants reveal is very fun. This is a great moment, this image that Eric shared, where Simon calls his mom because he's like, oh, they're closing in on me and they're making us think that he's who they're about to arrest. And it's just he can't tell his mom that, like, you're not going to hear from me again. So I thought that this was great.
Beautiful moment, and also the only time we see him actively seek out his mom, which I love and hate for him as an actor.
Yeah. Husey, were you able to feel anything during this scene, or are you just dead inside and it didn't move the needle, as they say?
Well, part of me was sort of thinking like I get that he has his powers and stuff. I don't understand how he was able to, and I get it's a TV show. How do you just blow up a giant studio room and then escape out of it, and no one's like, well, there's cameras here?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Security.
There were no cameras in there. Yeah. So by the way,
sneaking on sets.
Ladastro wants to know when the cake and ice cream will be served. As soon as these 2 idiots stop asking me for money, because that's not what this is about. Katie, look what you did. You were so excited for me to put my Venmo up there. Now I'm like down like $350, I think. I can believe I'm down $350. The last I checked.
Somebody watch Wonder Man.
In my defense, I only asked you for 50 cents to show Eric you can ask for 50 cents.
Oh, well, I guess that's fine. Okay. Daniel Drew always has the answer. Simon's ionic powers probably nuked any cameras. All right,
That's actually a really good point.
Do we accept that, Husey? Can we move on, or should we ask what the rest of the chat thinks?
I never liked Daniel Drew's attitude at all.
Oh my gosh, this is the high point of San Diego Comic-Con was getting our photo with Daniel Drew. Eric, you highlighted this image. We've talked about sort of this moment, and I love the realization that it is the only time he saw that as mom. I felt that oh my gosh, how can this not be the end of the road for our friend Simon, Eric?
Yes, the end of the road that I believe was it Belle Biv and DeVoe once sang so highly.
Jesus
of.
Christ, it's Boys to Men.
No, I know what I want. It's Belle Biv DeVoe. I write.
No, that I
gotta go.
I was going to say,
Belle Biv DeVoe. Now you know. Yo, Slick, blow. All right, I'll let you finish your thought.
This girl's driving me out of my mind because I think this moment here is it is so human, and we are fully expecting this guy now is going to be, on the run. Which, by the way, he winds up being, but at least he gets a movie done. He gets to capture both his dream and his father's dream. But
Joey Pants' dream.
Joey Pants' dream. How come we haven't talked about how Joey Pants has basically become Wallace Shawn in his old age?
Yeah.
No,
He takes the piss out of his own career, and I love that about it. Like, I mean, this universe of actors is hysterical.
I like in this universe, Joey Pants can't afford a toupee because he's had only a variety. I mean, like, I'll send him this hair if he needs it because Joey Pants. Bald doesn't help the cause in the case of Joey Pants.
I'm sorry. I gotta interrupt all of you because this is just this is not what I was trying to do. Our friend Daniel Drew just sent me $50.
Yeah,
he said $1 for every year. And Daniel, that's not you're not who I was trying to have send me money. I wanted DJ Electra to send me money. No, that's Daniel. You're far too kind. You're such a huge supporter of this show. The last thing you had to do was send me money on my birthday. See, now I'm feeling shame, Katie.
You're welcome. That's exactly what throwing up the Venmo code does. Check out
Daniel, Daniel, send him 19 more so that we can all take turns doing dice.
The only thing that'll make me feel better is if everybody in the chat sends $50. Then I won't feel so bad that Daniel's the only one to do it. Daniel, that's very kind of you. Go ahead, Brody. Sorry.
But now that Christian has money in his Venmo account, he can pay me and Eric the money we requested. And he's still ahead of the game.
I'm going to find out what the max is I can request from both of you, and I'm going to ask for it. Probably 10 grand.
I love that Daniel basically gave you the birthday equivalent of a pity F. Because
in the chat.
Yeah. Good.
I love that Husey's in the chat right now.
Wait, but which one? Hold on. I thought you didn't like Daniel Husey.
He's a good egg.
Sure. I don't know who to believe. Do I believe that?
Well, he's a good egg. Husey hates eggs. So
yeah. And now that I know that he can donate, it's like,
you could do gifted memberships over at Husey Entertainment. When we get to what's our next episode we're going to be doing, Husey?
It's does Brett Ratner stink? Will we do a round table reviewing some art?
Do we need to even try to answer that question? Yeah, probably.
It's more like what does he? Brett. I interviewed him once. Yeah. I'll talk to you off. This one might be a little off camera.
Wait, did you meet him on the island?
Did you meet him after Melania's movie, or?
Yeah, I met him. I met him when we were battling for Melania projects.
The question isn't does Brett Ratner stink? It's what does Brett Ratner stink like? I heard a rumor.
No. Stink of.
I heard a rumor that he smells like Fermunda cheese. From under my balls. Oh, all right. So I'm sorry. It's my birthday. What am I gonna do?
Do you want to give yourself a bell on that one?
I want to give myself $50 for making
Venmo just shut you down for that one.
Yeah, they did.
Christian's wife just walked. Christian's wife in the room saying, "What did he say?"
My children and my in-laws are downstairs, so
Perfect.
And there's no way they didn't hear that.
Those balls made them grandparents. So they should.
Well,
be
only
his
one.
balls were made for walking.
Oh.
So. What? I'm just saying.
One of these days, these balls are going to walk all over you. So
we get the big breakout, and we were talking about this location of this image before some of us had seen this episode, and now we know. Ladastro, by the way, 6th grade flashback from Munda. Yeah, exactly. That's peak Dice for me was 6th grade. I think I'm fairly sure that was the day the laughter died. But as CGI goes, this is at least decent, right? Does anybody have complaints about the prison there on top of the hill?
It's just the design of it. It's so weird and unlikely, but like also, yeah, I mean, it's fine.
Well, if you don't like what that looks like, you're not going to enjoy what the Trump Kennedy Center looks like after its 2-year closure for its redesign, because it's basically that. So
Frank Gehry designed this, and then they killed him.
But I look, this ultimately, as we started to realize, really even in episode 1, as the show went along, I did not realize this was going to be a Wonder Man and the Mandarin buddy comedy, this show. But it is all the way through to the end. The fact that they fly off together, and I still want to know when we're going to see them again. But I don't know. Brody, what's it like to have friends?
I will go on the internet and ask people. I have no idea. I come on this podcast just to have someone to talk to.
Yeah, that's why you asked me for 50 cents. What were you going to say, Husey?
Daniel Drew is the closest thing I have to being a friend.
Oh, well, all right. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Katie, you have friends, don't you?
Occasionally, you can usually find them on Geekscape. So no,
you don't have anybody that would break you out of a maximum security superpowered prison. You don't have a Simon Williams?
I guess maybe my husband would, but
Hampton, I heard would.
Yeah. I mean,
only if he was hungry for dinner.
Oh,
that sounds pretty Brody itself.
Brody, about to say, Brody, that's cruel. That's you're being patriarchal. Katie doesn't cook.
That would actually be hilarious if a sexist guy broke into a woman's prison with a soup can and a tin opener to get it open. The tin's okay. See you later.
I just needed your help. Okay.
Here's the bread. Here's the butter. Come on, quick. I'm starving.
I'll see you in 35 to 50, honey.
At 400 degrees.
I disagree with Ivan Soto. Why did they call the show a comedy? It's not a comedy, really. I mean, if you need to call it anything, it's a dramedy. Yeah, there's a lot of comedy in this show.
There is, and I would say just because of the old fact of like a comedy usually ends in a happy moment, and a drama is usually something a little bit more dour. I would say this is a comedy because at the end we literally get the superhero callback of him busting out and saving somebody by hooking his arm around their waist and lifting them up and flying away off to safety. So I would say this is, if not for the jokes that you maybe didn't like, I would say this is a comedy in that it ends in a happy note.
What Eric, of course, was talking about earlier. I mean, this had this image of the Three Stooges. Obviously, this is hysterical. Yeah. I think this is laugh a minute. Do the Three Stooges translate well to a European audience, usually?
Yes, but they were known as the Marx Brothers over here.
It was just because of their politics, I suppose. Yeah. But Ivan says dramedy is a better term, yes, but this show had so many sad moments. And Daniel Drew, I got to give you back the $50 because this is just breaking my heart. Life is both funny and sad, which this stream has really been both of those things, because we started off being funny, asking for money. And two people that I thought were my friends asked me for money. And then a beloved member of our audience gave me way more money than he should have. I'm keeping it, by the way, but way more money than he should have. But, I don't know. I guess I'll have to buy him a taco at San Diego Comic-Con. There's something. Now I'm owned by Big Drew, basically. I'm in his back pocket, and whatever he needs me to do. But
hey, we're making the money trails, for everyone to see, so that everybody knows where the money's coming from.
That's right. It's all above board, and I think that we feel like we're going to see these damage control goons again, right? I mean,
100%. Yeah.
yeah.
He's going to be in the next Spider-Man movie, isn't he? He was in the last
Yeah,
one.
that's right. He is. Yeah, I think we have heard that. Yeah, definitely. So, anyway, I thought that this was a great show, the one we're doing, but also Wonder Man. This show is probably, even better. And just wait till I tease what I got going on later this afternoon/evening. That's going to be a banger, as the kids say. But I was very happy with this. Husey, you said it was your favorite Marvel show. It's in the conversation. I have to think about it because honestly, most of the Marvel shows, they have a couple of episodes where I'm like, oh, that didn't really go the way I wanted it to, I still like people talk about WandaVision, but to me, they did not stick that landing. That did not end in a way that I was even remotely satisfied with, but I loved the journey up until that point. And that was the first one of these Disney Plus Marvel shows. Where do you feel this is, Brody, in terms of, in relation to other series? Is it almost as good as Secret Invasion?
Okay, that's blasphemy. Okay. Even just saying that out loud.
That's fair.
I would say it's a top 5 project. I'm not going to list them all, but for me, WandaVision, the Lokis, the Daredevil, as haphazard as it was, I would put this in top 5. I will say that all of the controversy about Yahya playing Wonder Man and how could they change the race of Wonder Man ended up, after watching the show, he doesn't actually play Wonder Man. He doesn't act. The Wonder Man isn't actually a real hero. He's super powered. And yes, he has the name Simon Williams, but it's not like what they did with Sam, where they made Captain America, black. This is like, there's no controversy. It's a movie. It's an actor portraying a fake hero from the 80s. And so in retrospect, all of the anger, and I'm not watching it, it's woke. It's nothing to do with anything. It just happens, so.
I didn't even realize that Husey had your cell number and he was texting you all those things before it premiered. That's news to me, Brody.
If you went on any of the trailers and read the comments or any of the early, as soon as he was announced as Wonder Man, there was an uproar. Oh, it's Marvel. They're making everybody, they got a gender swap and race swap. And it turns out after the fact, it was irrelevant. He was playing a fake character from the 80s in a dopey sci-fi movie remake. And so Wonder Man wasn't like a real Marvel hero in this thing. Now, does he become Wonder Man? I don't know. I don't know how he becomes Wonder Man, like as a real Marvel Avenger after he portrayed a fake one. So anyway, my point was there was a lot of controversy. Yeah. And, Bad Bunny may sing in English tonight for all we know. So.
Well, I'm sorry. This is the perfect opportunity to mention. I would have no idea because me personally, I'll be tuned in to the Who Are These Broadcasters Super Bowl halftime show over on the Who Are These Podcasts YouTube channel. That is our 3rd consecutive year of doing an alternative to the Super Bowl halftime show. And our special guest will be Dennis Miller. My buddy Eric Zane and I talked to him for about half an hour. So enjoy that. And don't worry, you can also super chat that show. That channel is also monetized. I don't believe I'll be showing my Venmo. So this is probably the last looks for my Venmo for anybody who wants to send it directly to me. See, I'm not that ashamed of it, Katie.
I know.
So please check that out because whether you were disappointed that the announcement was just Kid Rock as the alternative and not Kid Rock and Ted Nugent. Either way, you can still head over to the WATB Super Bowl halftime show on the WATP channel. So again, no idea what, you let me know how Bad Bunny is, Brody. You can text me after. I'll be too busy.
I'm going to be watching the Puppy Bowl at that point.
By the way, what are the rumored trailers being revealed today?
Not
A
new
lot-
Marvel
None.
trailers.
A lot
but-
of pulled trailers. Yeah, nothing
But-
that
No, we're getting a new Mandalorian and Grogu, right? We're getting a new trailer for that, aren't we?
Marvel.
No, no Marvel. No Marvel.
No, wait,
Yeah.
wait,
Yeah.
Christian,
It's the
I
same
think you
corporate
guys,
entity. Yeah, go ahead.
you guys are
Eric.
premiering Bordello of Blood too, I believe.
Wow, that
your
might,
show.
I can neither confirm nor deny what Dennis Miller talked about in the interview. People are going to have to tune in to the Who Are These Podcasts YouTube channel to find out whether or not Dennis and Corey Feldman will be reunited in Tales from the Crypt, Bordello of Blood 2. Yeah.
Electric Boogaloo.
Also Book of Shadows.
Ampersand.
Yeah. Tom Gully, I don't feel any show owes it to me to end the way I wanted or like it, enjoy all the episodes, but the last one. Yeah, okay. But I mean, I'm just saying that I don't like it when I don't like it. You know, they don't owe me anything, but you know, you just try to make a good show.
Christian,
Lost.
if they did owe you
Just try it,
something, how
Lost.
would
Go
they
ahead,
do it?
Eric. What?
No, I was saying if they did owe you, how would they be able to pay you?
Oh, by pre-ordering their tickets to Hackamania at hackamania.com. You can go ahead, use a promo code BEARS. It'll save you 10%. And there's a chance that my buddy Eric Zane will be able to be there. Who knows? Maybe even Ashley Cummings will be there, Husey. Don't let her see that. Anyway, I think I want to get everybody any final thoughts that we have here. Not about how to donate money to me. I'll make sure to hit that before we're done. But about Wonder Man, anything that any stone left unturned, gang. I'll ask you first, Katie.
Oh, I want to kick it over to Husey because he seems to be ready to go.
He raised a hand like a gentleman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that this show really emphasizes for me the positives in releasing an entire season at once. They can be shorter, or should I say, at least in blocks, and then you don't need to do the cliffhanger cheesy stuff. It can just be part 1, part 2, and then all the other numbers. I don't need to keep counting. I can count. I'm sure you can assume the numbers yourself. 3, and then whatever comes after 3. I'm busy. I don't have time to count,
You don't
but I could if I wanted to.
the like button.
But I just thought this was excellent. It actually felt different. It didn't just feel like, okay, we need to do a show for the start of the year and then one for August. Like, does anybody even remember Moon Knight?
No.
I did enjoy Moon Knight for the most part. I like the character, and I thought that they told an interesting story. But until you said, like, when you said, "Does anybody remember?" It wasn't like, "Oh, he's going to say Moon Knight." No. What were you saying, Brody? Oh, go ahead, Husey. Sorry.
No, basically, I thought that this was a really good TV show, and then we've got Daredevil in March.
Yeah, the 26th, I think.
So, and I think is that it for Marvel TV this year.
I think we're gonna get X-Men 97 and Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, but yes, those are both animated. I think that. What's that?
Isn't the Vision show coming out this year too?
It's rumored to. I don't know if I'm ready to count on it, but you're right, and I can count also, just like Husey, by the way.
Well, I suppose we're getting the Punisher TV special.
There's a
as
special.
Well.
All expectations are that will be before Spider-Man: A Brand New Day, because he's in that. Punisher is Frank Castle, that Punisher, not the other Punisher.
So basically, my point was completely wrong. There's a load of Marvel TV coming.
Well, the animation, but Vision Quest is expected late 2026, but that's the only other live action series. So we've got live action Punisher, but I just looked. Grok tells me that's it. So
you forgot Secret Invasion 3 coming out later this year.
Yeah. And when you look outside of Marvel Studios produced content, we will get Spider-Man Noir from Sony. I think that is this year, but we'll see. I mean, it's going to be Nick Cage, and he's never made a bad movie, so we know it's going to be amazing. Eric Connor, you and your luxurious hair. What's a final thought you have? Try to bring us out. Bring it all into the barn. Take us home.
Country roads. Husey, first of all, thank you for joining us and bringing your gaggle of miscreants with you. They're always welcome in the chat. Come back, insult us more, throw Christian a couple of shekels, or as you call them, euros, whenever you can.
No. Didn't they Brexit out of the euro? Or are you still doing the euros?
He's in Ireland.
Yeah, well, we've got the pound still, if that's what she said. But euros for internationally. That's what she said. What?
She's saying a lot is what's happening.
She doesn't shut them
That's
out.
what she said.
She's not funny, but she's interesting. Whatever she said.
Yes,
she does talk a lot.
We do appreciate Hughesy's chat. There are a couple of words that will make sure your comment doesn't get up on the screen, but insulting us actually isn't it. So just choose carefully how you try to insult us. And I'm not worth insulting because I have my own Funko Pop, as you all know, and I am the best dad ever. So there's that. Go ahead, Eric. Sorry.
What makes this work, by the way, as a show? It's a show. I think this is something it's funny. I was thinking about how many Marvel shows have there been, and I looked, I'm like, holy shit, there's a lot. Then I'm like, holy shit, I've been on a lot of these episodes too. I'm starting to realize, and my Venmo has not moved by a nickel in all this time. So my financial.
Well, this is a great time to say goodbye to Eric Connor. We loved having him on this show, but he's going to be too busy with his new role, and we're not going to be able to see him for Daredevil Born Again. So we'll miss you.
Yeah. What I will say, this Loki, WandaVision, and then the cartoons that were good. What they had in common, they're TV shows. Like they're a season of TV. They feel. Or like even to go back to comics, they feel like a good miniseries, limited run series, and I think that's what works here. It's like it feels complete. Like Moon Knight, I like largely because it's Jewish superheroes are few and far between, especially since the Epstein scandal. So as a result, it's just good to have something like this, which is its own show.
Sorry, I got to stop you for a second. Are you saying that Jeff Epstein, the financier, was a superhero? Is that what you're trying to say? They do say all heroes don't wear capes, but I'm pretty sure I've seen a video of him with a cape on.
I'm saying this news breaks and you're like, oh, what a piece of shit. What's his last name? Oh, fuck.
Ironically,
it's Epstein.
Eric does look like the so-called Epstein decoy that's living in Israel right now.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. What do you say? I am not him. I am.
Now we know why he was talking about nickels.
Shekels.
Oh.
But anyway, very complete show with or without Judaism. Great job by Marvel, and we want more Wonder Man.
We do. I think we definitely want. By the way, Chris Tuttle says, wait, I could have been insulting you this whole time, you fucking dorks. It's just comic books. Get the football on or a good serious 80s horror, nerds. Now, listen, we talk about, every year I talk about Silent Night, Deadly Night. So you head over to the Blackcast, BLADTCAST, and you'll find the content that you're probably looking for. A little bit earlier, our buddy Daniel Drew gave me a lot of money. So I'm going to say I forgot to mention this, that Spider-Man Noir from Nick Cage on Amazon Prime later this year, although he corrects it, it's a MGM Plus is where it's going to be. So let's all get ready for a new app, everybody.
We all know we all have MGM Plus.
MGM minus is all I have. But Nick Cage, by the way, no K. I just need to mention that. But also, Christian, does that mean you got 50 large?
I did get 50 large from Daniel Drew,
Nice.
and so I might put 30 large on the big game. I might take New England plus 4.5. That's a lot of points. So this is the way cool guys talk about throwing their money away and gambling. But in any event, I want to make sure that everyone, and I do mean everyone, gets an opportunity to promote what they have going on. Katie, we'll go clockwise.
Okay.
Please what do you have going on apart from being on practically every show on the Geekscape Network?
Beyond that, I also have a show coming up this Tuesday. If you're in the Los Angeles area,
I am
doing Improv Legends is going on at the Stray Theater. I believe it's 7:00, if I'm not mistaken. I'll be performing with the intermittent show called Alpacalypse or Apocalypse. Depending on how you pronounce that. It's a fun show. We get a bunch of improvisers and we run them through a gamut of challenges in a reality style show. It's very fun. Highly recommend it. Come on out. Tickets are only $10. Apart from that, you could always check me out all over Geekscape. You see my face all the time. I am at El Sassy Pants on all the things. So come follow, come watch.
So thanks to Daniel Drew, I could actually buy tickets for the 5 of us to go. Well, I don't need to buy a ticket for you because you're in the show. So, maybe I'll buy some snacks for everyone. Oh. Husey, where can you be found, sir?
Well, I'd just like to point out that Katie said Apocalypse and Gambit in her plug. Get it? Marvel movie talk. See?
Yeah.
Hit the like button.
Subscribe.
At the Husey on Twitter and Instagram, and the YouTube channel is Husey Entertainment, and the podcast is called It's Husey Hello, which isn't just the audio of the podcast. There's a little bit of extra comedic sound bed. If you ever want to hear two grown men get into an argument about their dicks while Cher plays underneath it, that's the show for you. Hit the like button.
Is this the recording session from that episode that we're looking at for our visual audience right now, or is this something different?
That was when I bumped into Brian Eno, the producer of U2's classic albums, and David Bowie, and that's how we get talking about. And I said to him, "Hey, Brian, are you on a low?" We had a great day.
Hit the like button. Brody, where can you be found?
Well, I'd just like to correct, in honor of Husey being on the podcast, Katie's show Apocalypse spells it Lips. So that you won't interested in going now, Husey. Husey. Anyway, I'm on medication. In case you guys didn't notice.
Oh, okay.
He's also not wrong.
That's what he's going to tell the judge.
No, legitimately, I've been taking some pills that are affecting me. Anyway,
wait, I'm sorry. Do we need to call 911? I mean, what kind of pills are we talking about? And can he usually get some?
I got them from him, so he knows what they are. Anyway, you could find me, of course, at David Brody on most social media platforms. You can find me on the Brooklyn Boys podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you're on social media and you follow me, you'll see my latest creation, which is the Eckstein Files. The Truth is Redacted. It's just a graphic right now, but I'm working on a screenplay.
Is it about former Anaheim Angels shortstop David Eckstein? Is that it's a file? That is
correct.
On him?
That is correct. Another Jew. Thank you.
I can't say what I want because I'm me. But you said another Jew, and look who I have to go to next. Eric Connor.
Well, me and Epstein's mother, as I sound like her now.
Welcome back, Ada.
Julie
Connor, Eric Connor, not Cotter, Connor. And also, if you need to get ready for Daredevil season, Born Again, season 2, you can watch my expert summary, some would say, I wouldn't, but some would, of the first Daredevil series is hanging out on Geekscape. And I don't wear a wig in that, but I do wear red glasses, not unlike Wonder Man. So check that out, Geekscape. Just look for me.
Goldfolds 1 asks, is this live? I don't know. Why don't you super chat us to find out, and we'll see what happens. So just
are you live?
All right. So there, look, I haven't promoted things enough throughout the course of today, but we will probably be back with a different cast of characters talking about Wonder Man before the end of February, because our buddy Nate was too busy working, and there were some other people who wanted to talk about it. But later this week, I'm supposed to record it on Tuesday, so let's say Wednesday, you'll get to check out something I'm very excited that I get to do. I've never interviewed this man before. I'm going to talk to comic book legend Jerry Conway, who in the space of 7 months killed Gwen Stacy, Norman Osborn, the Green Goblin, and introduced Frank Castle, the Punisher, in the pages of The Amazing Spider-Man. And by the way, there are many more credits beyond that, but the fact that he did this in like a half a year is crazy. And he was kind enough to say that he would be talking to me for Marvel Movie Talk. So that'll be an episode that you're able to find soon. That is the relevant to this audience plug. I don't know if anybody needs to go to hackermania.com, but if they do, they should use promo code BEARS, save 10%. My buddy Eric Zane might be there. And I don't know. Why not? I somehow got the great Daniel Drew to give me way too much money. So at Christian-Blatt on Venmo. Chris Tuthill says, happy birthday, Christian. Cheers. I appreciate that. But, you could say it with some money, but that's also great. Thank you, Chris Tuthill. That's always good to have that. Nah, I'm just saying. And then finally, the big plug is Super Bowl halftime show. Most people aren't going to be watching. And even if you're not watching the Super Bowl, you can still check out the Who Are These Broadcasters halftime show over on Who Are These Podcasts. We will be talking to Dennis Miller. I've got some other stuff scheduled to appear. Tukey, Cardiff Electric, and who knows who else might pop in. It's just them, though, because it's already mostly recorded. So anyway, that is all the time we have for right now. But as the great Stan Lee would say, Excelsior!